This could be really good or really bad, but let's go for it. Okay. This is this is actually pretty good. Wow.
Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
Happy New Year and welcome to the January 2024 edition of Bosch's World. I'm your host, Ron E. Bosch. I am Knuff. I'm rocking this beautiful t-shirt that my lovely fiance got me for Christmas, but I didn't have time to show it and wear it in the December edition, so I decided to wear it today for this month's Bosch's World. So let's not waste any time. It is now the new year, and once again, I celebrated New Year's with my favorite people, April and her family. I know Christmas is always a little more low-key, but New Year's is when we let loose. When we spend the night dancing, singing, drinking, everything. We have a great old time, emotional, bringing in the new year with the people that you love. And it always starts my year off on the right note. For the most part, I've spent every New Year's with April and her family, unless it was like 2020 to 2021 with the pandemic. So it was just great spending time and enjoying some wonderful company. And like I said, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. So this month has probably been the lightest month since starting Bosch's World. Just with the beginning of the year and the weather, not much going on. The holidays are over, so this won't be the most extensive episode. And a lot of my focus has gone into getting back into the shape that I'm comfortable in. I've been very disappointed in myself for my lack of progress over the last year and a half, 2 years. So I'm kind of reverting back to what I did 5 years ago. I feel like ironically, there's a lot of similarities where I'm starting Whole30, which is cutting out sugars, dairy, carbs, any processed foods, and just eating straight clean, which I did 5 years ago in 2019, getting back on the DDP yoga grind. But this time around, I'm doing the power cuffs, which is involving not just the yoga, but lifting as well. So I'm putting all of that together for a project for Boschfit. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be filming for this, but I don't know if this will lead into April. I don't know if this will lead into the summer. I don't know if it'll lead to my birthday, if it'll be the whole year. In the past, I did Boschfit back during the pandemic. I did it for 3 months leading from July to October. And then I look back a year later from July to July. I'm not sure where I'm going with this one, but I'm going to just continue filming and documenting the process and see where I'm at later this year. And speaking of being in incredible shape, I attended yet another book signing at the Barnes & Noble on 5th Ave. This time it was for The Situation. He just released his autobiography. I have an extensive history when it comes to Seaside Heights and the Jersey Shore. From 4 years old into my teen years, I went to Seaside every summer. If you want, you can look back at What the Boss Was I Thinking, episode 8, where I do look back at my trip to Seaside from the year 2000. Pretty entertaining and just as embarrassing. Just the weird, cringy shit that I say on this.
Baby girl, what's your name?
I don't know what possessed me to say, baby girl, what's your name? It's probably the one episode where I was shaking my head the entire time. Fast forward, MTV puts out Jersey Shore. I mean, the show is entertaining in itself. The characters are entertaining, but just watching it, I'm just like, oh my God, that was my home away from home most of my life. So like everywhere they went, I knew. I was walking around Seaside, crossing the street, going around by myself before I was doing it in New York City. It's always been fun to watch. I met Angelina at the big event about a decade ago. I bumped into Maria from Double Shot of Love at the Hardy Boys signing. I saw Snooki at a WrestleMania press conference. I was once in an elevator with Vinny and his mom at my old job. When I went back in 2016, I visited the Shore House, so I was able to take photos in the Shore House using the duck phone. I've taken photos in front of the Shore House. So it holds a special place in my heart, as ridiculous as it is, especially the Situation story. Admittedly, he was probably my least favorite character in the early seasons, but to see him turn his life around, and I was unaware of his addiction issues at the time, and reading his book, I'm almost 3/4 of the way done with the book. How did he do this? How did he overcome all of this? And seeing where he is today is just beyond inspirational. I highly recommend this book, even if you're not a fan of the show. Just he barely even talks about the show. It's more about overcoming his addiction, and it is just incredible. And he was super friendly when I met him. Congrats on 8 years of sobriety, Mike. And now, introducing a new segment I'd like to call Golden Mad-Libs. Welcome to the Golden Ad-Libs Corner. I'm going to be reading some stories I made in this Ad-Libs book. I filled in the stories, but I have not read them yet, so this will be my first time reading these and getting my actual reaction. I will be reading 4 short stories. This one is called Welcome to Shady Pines. Are you looking for a place for your best mother to live out her remaining years? Shady Pines Retirement Home provides the most comfortable and frozen environment you will find, and is sure to please even the most particular of AirPods. Our editors and nurses are most silly. You will find in the Hard Rock Casino, they provide round the adrenaline care for all of our terrible residents. Each room is furnished with a soul-sized bed, purple lighting, and hot-cold lifting water. Shitty meals are served 30 times a day, including our famous Little Caesars Parmesan and chicken pot lantern fly. We even have a slick garden where the residents can slap in fresh air. Shady Pines guarantees your mother a home surrounded by mommy and tranquility. Yeah, so that's something I'm gonna do when I don't have much going on in a month, where I'll read a few stories from my Golden Girls Mad-Libs book. Let's zoom in over here. Thank you. So I know I'm doing my purchases a little later, but this is something I had to open on camera. I ordered a custom Purple Best Wishes like bootleg wrap shirt. I uploaded a few pictures with a transparent background of me and my Purple Best Wishes shirt. I have no idea what this design looks like. I just said I want Purple Best Wishes. It's got like the purple background. It's not like they sent like a test shot or a preview or, hey, do you like this? So this could be really good or really bad, but let's go for it. Okay. I'm going to show it to the camera first before I see it. I can't see it right now. You can. This is actually pretty good. I was afraid I was going to be disappointed with this shirt, but this is actually pretty fucking epic. Wow. This is pretty badass. I'm almost contemplating wearing this instead of the Purple Best Wishes shirt for the live show in Philly. Roses, Sperheoven, Krispies. Can't sleep? Perhaps it's time to make a holy batch of Sperheoven Krispies direct from Rose's tote bag. An ancient Scandinavian midnight remote, perfect for the hungriest of Vikings after a night of pillaging. That was actually in the story already. They go extremely with a hot cup of Long Island iced tea. Now, baker be warned, the smell of these toasters can be worse than a dirty garbage can full of distinguished fish heads and moldy Whole30 mayo. When they're baking in your oven and you can't stand the itchy smell of them anymore, you know they're done. Carefully remove the tray from the oven and let those fresh delicacies cool for 86 minutes. Then you hold your earlobe with one hand and pop a crispy in your mouth with the other. They taste simply chubby, like cheesecake, chocolate avocado, and pretty strawberries. These St. Olaf classics are sure to put you to sleep with a sunny stomach. So for this month's Throwback of the Month, it's going to be a brief one. I had the guys come over for the Royal Rumble, my first time hosting a pay-per-view in my apartment. I want to go back to one of the funniest moments ever. This might be up there with Cheyenne in Atlantic City. We were watching the Royal Rumble 2017 at Anthony's place. We all drew numbers for the Rumble. These were the numbers that I had.
All right, we got Bray. We have Bray as a unit. What the fuck is this?
Yo, that face.
Fucking Mojo and Apollo? We have number 29. This is my last chance to win the Rumble pool.
He has a penny. He has a penny?
Cheyenne got Randy Orton.
Number 23. Yeah! That's not a bad pick at all.
And this was his epic reaction when he won.
Yes! 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 This is the greatest night ever! Yes! Give me my fucking money!
Fast forward, last weekend, I'm hosting Rumble at my place. I invite the guys over. Cheyenne comes with his nephew Matthew. Anthony makes it, and I invited Husvar as well. So it was a fun little gathering. Also, I ate pizza for the first time in almost a month.
We haven't eaten cheese.
Someone said that the other night.
I feel like you need a moment alone.
Oh, what a beautiful moment.
Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Your phone. Happy birthday, dear Anthony. Happy birthday to you.
Who gave these things? Was it your mother? Yes! I have specific instructions.
I get predictions from all of us before the Rumbles begin.
Cody, brother.
Cody and women's.
Bianca Belair.
I want it to be Cody, but I feel like it's going to be The Rock. And then for the women's, Bailey.
I got The Rock and Bailey too. It's double elimination. CM Punk and Cody and Bailey.
CM Punk and Bailey.
Something I've always wanted to do where I film every single entrance in hopes of getting the reactions to a surprise. So here are some of the moments that we reacted to.
It's boss time.
Trinity.
That was quick.
Naomi.
That is her.
She's back. Bailey, oh, the winner. Scott Steiner.
Did that say Jordan Grace?
Oh my God! Indy Hartwell. Oh shit. Yeah! So is this his number for the men's rumble? Jade.
Wow, and they kept the music.
Watch me. Oh, the Usos. It's Jimmy.
I got one on it.
I'd suggest you stay in your chair for this one. Now number 15, we're halfway.
Cody.
Oh, damn it. Damn it. There it is.
It's Gunther.
Speak of the devil.
Oh, Braun.
Who smelled it off his cooker?
McAfee. I knew it. I knew he was gonna be in it.
Number 24.
There we go. 10 years later.
Calling back to the dream.
Don't worry, you're nowhere near as loud as my neighbors. It's fine.
I predicted Bailey and CM Punk. I was correct with Bailey. For CM Punk, this was one of those where it's like, I wanted Cody to win more, but I would have been happy with either one. But I just wanted to ensure that Cody would get to finish the story on night 2 of WrestleMania, because I'm not making it to night 1. I'm making it to night 2 of WrestleMania. So I need to be there to see Cody beat Roman As much as I love The Rock, he's one of my favorites of all time. I presented a project as him when I was 13 years old, but that time has come and gone. I would love to see that match down the line, but I need to see Cody win the belt. Not only am I a big fan of Cody, but seeing the first ever Cuban WWE champion being crowned, it would be just such a special moment for me. So I know they're teasing if he's going to choose Seth or not as of this recording, but he should have won it last year, Mania, but maybe it was meant to be for me to be there this year when Cody finally finishes the story. Well, that didn't age well.
I choose you, Roman Reigns.
Okay, I guess that did age well after all. Hopefully no more changes before I'm done editing this month's episode.
Let's not waste any time and get into the January purchases of the month. This is a lighter month. I actually have a few things coming in this week, but they're not making the cutoff for my filming, so I already have next month already stacking up. We have the American Dream Dusty Rhodes Micro Brawler. Beautiful figure. You know, I need something to hold these up, so let's start with the big boy. Let's start with the Faces of Foley. I already spoiled it, but whatever. Ringside exclusive. Originally, I didn't even want this set because I was under the impression it was going to be like the Jax 3-pack. Then I saw it was 3 separate figures, and I was like, okay, I'm not really feeling it. I want a box set. I don't want 3 separate figures. Then they decided to put the 3 separate figures into a box set. Look at this. This is incredible. This would look beautiful signed by Mick Foley. I know he's doing an appearance at the Wrestling Universe in March, the day after the big event. So I may consider going and getting this signed by all 3 gimmicks. I know everybody wishes it was the Cactus Jack version from WWE, but he explained the reasoning behind this one. That's the WCW Cactus Jack, and I believe his wife made that shirt for him, if I'm not mistaken. So beautiful set. So another Micro Brawler. As you can see, I'm wearing my Saraya shirt, and I had to get the Saraya Micro Brawler in her All-In 2023 gear where she won the AEW Women's Championship. I've been a huge fan of Saraya Page from the beginning of her NXT run. I met her with PCB back at SummerSlam 2015. I met her again a year later at a Tattoo Expo in 2016 and got to see her once again a year ago at the big event. She was really, really cool. I was there at Grand Slam in 2022 when she made her epic return at AEW. I wasn't expecting it. Okay, these are a little random, but I got these DVDs finally from Amazon, Citizen Coke and The Girl Is in Trouble. Now, the significance of these is I worked on both of these. I was a PA for this movie, The Girl Is in Trouble, starring Columbus Short from Scandal, and I remember just seeing this guy walking around. I was like, this guy looks so familiar, but I can't figure it out until I heard him talking. I was like, holy shit, that's Wilmer Valderrama, Fez. I didn't get like a picture or anything with them. I didn't want to bother them. I was on set working. But Citizen Coke is a documentary I worked on in my senior year of college. In my final semester, I was an intern for the directors. They were Oscar-nominated directors. It was just a fun documentary to work on, and I'm proud of the work I did on it. It wasn't anything significant, a lot of transcribing, but my name does appear in the credits for both of these films, so I need them for my collection of stuff I've worked on. And with all the talk of the Jay and Silent Bob Major Bendies, which I already pre-ordered, I got myself the Clerks Uncensored Animated Series on DVD. I don't think I've ever had the chance to see this before because it's been impossible to find, but found it for a pretty good price on Amazon and had to pick it up. So as you know, my Target rarely ever has anything, but I found these 2 greatest hits, Earthquake and Typhoon, the natural disasters. I had to pick these up. I'm not a fan of this packaging, but let's open these up. So here they are, the natural disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon. I feel like they're like that weird period between the golden era and new gen, but you never know when I'll need these, and they're impossible to find the originals, so I wanted to get these at a good price, and Target had them. Now we need some decorations, as if I don't already have too many for the future Bosch cave. I don't know how big it'll be, I don't know where it'll be, but I need these 2 pennants, especially now that these two individuals are getting more figures, from major bendies to a retro figure, to all the pictures I have with them. Let's take a look. Let's open this up. I don't know how I'm going to repackage this to bring it back to my storage. There you go. Effie pennant. Oh, and it's signed. I didn't realize that. And if I have Effie, you know I need Alley Catch. All right, last but not least, MVP. Now, this was not meant to be an MVP figure. So let's open this up. Now, I'm not using this as an MVP figure. I'm using this as a custom Cheyenne figure to go with my custom Purple Vest wishes. You're telling me this doesn't look like Cheyenne walking down the casino in Atlantic City? My January purchases that will end up in storage for the foreseeable future. Blanche's Manuscript. 'Twas a dark and short night. Camilla Dubois stood in the dapping moonlight in the air, moist and ashamed. She knew her daddy would be cross with her if she knew that she was waiting to meet Ron, one of the finest young men to ever be pushed in the South. She waited in anticipation, smoothing down her dress with her dainty pinkies, just as she heard a noise in the distance. Her heart fluttered, her bosom tagged. Could this finally be happening? Rhea, is that you? Why, yes it is. I'm here for you, waiting for you to take me. Right here, right in the middle of the field where we used to sing on. He stepped forward, the moonlight stomping in his big purple eyes. She felt a chill down her tricep. I must first tell you something, my love. I'm hot. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
What's your birthday?
Say thank you, Daddy.
You're welcome.
And now for the vulnerable moment. I don't know if this is so much vulnerable, but my daughter, Natalie, turned 18 on the 28th. Where has the time gone? I feel like it was only yesterday that I was running to the hospital for my friend's place, and she was born the following morning. I mean, now she's too cool to hang out with me for her birthday, but then again, I wasn't hanging out with my parents on my 18th birthday. I don't expect her to, but I've had the chance to raise Natalie mostly on my own for most of her life, and it was far from easy. But I can look back and say that I've had so many beautiful moments with Natalie from such a young age, going into her preteen years, going to Disney World, taking her to wrestling events, taking her to the A Boogie concert last year. I think it's just surreal to think like, wow, my kid is an adult now. Because I barely feel like an adult at this point. You are smart, beautiful, talented, and I know you're capable of accomplishing anything you put your mind to. Happy birthday, Natalie, 18 years old. I can't believe it.
Mama party, in my poker face, in my poker face. Mama party, in my poker face. Mama party, in my poker face. I'm a party. My poker face. I'm a party. I can go up there. Poker face. Again.
That's entertainment. I bet you didn't know Miami is one of the premier cities to visit if you are a ski of the arts, second only to MSG. One big gallery downtown recently unveiled an exhibit featuring 69 paintings by Pablo Bussi. Another featured a sculpture of The Rock, wearing nothing but a purple Best Wishes shirt, causing a passerby to gasp and shout, "Woo woo woo." The City Symphony performs light tubes for special occasions like Miami's Pink Bowl Parade and the Pizza Cutter Day fireworks. All of the city's Platanos turn out for the Food and Gatorade Festival, a showcase of culinary knives. And let's not forget the theater, where you can catch a matinee of Mr. Effie playing Hamlet or Alley Cat singing her heart out in The Earring and Eye. Thank you for joining us for the Golden Girls Mad-Libs. So thank you guys for tuning in to a very interesting episode of Bosch's World. Not as much going on. This is only the beginning of 2024. This is the part where I tell you guys, follow me on X at I am the Bosch Man. You already know it's a 0, not an O. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/BoschStar Productions. Follow BoschStar on Instagram at BoschStarProd. You can get your BoschStar merch on redbubble.com/BoschStar. Not this hat though. This hat was also custom made from Amazon, like the shirt. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube. Let's get me to 500 subscribers. I remember how happy I was when I hit 100. I'm a little over 100 away from 500. I don't think I get anything special at 500, but it'll just boost my ego. I hope everybody's year is off to a good start, and I don't know what I have lined up next month, but I'll be here for Bosch's World. I think once the spring starts, that's when things start rolling again. March, April, May, into the summer, all the way up until the end of the year. But I feel like these first 2 months of the year are like my slow months. I will see you guys next month, because I am Kenough. There should be like I am Ronoff, but that doesn't really work, does it? No. Unfortunately, this year did not start off on the best note. My older cousin Roberto sadly passed away. He had not been doing too well over the last few years. He lives in Miami, so I haven't seen him as often. I saw him in 2019 for the first time in probably about 2 decades when he came to visit New York with his wife, and we went to the Intrepid. He's probably one of the only people in my family that I've never heard anybody say a bad word about. So he's 12 years older than I am. Like, he was probably the first teenager I ever knew, somebody that I looked up to. He was like a big kid. I guess like a lot of my memories of him are of him like kind of giving me his hand-me-downs as he's getting older. So if I was maybe 5, 6, 7 years old, he would have been in his late teens. So probably outgrowing a lot of these things and passing them on. I remember him giving me like these little toy boxing gloves or like action figures, and maybe one of the early influences on me collecting action figures. And he moved to Miami pretty early in his 20s, got married. There's very few couples that I look at and I'm just like, they just look so happy together, and that's what I aspire to have in my relationship. Even if I didn't hang out with them, just from being friends with both of them on social media, I can just see what they had and how special it was, and just how much love they both had for each other. He's somebody that would always make these funny photoshops for my birthday, or even if it wasn't my birthday, just for fun, just throwing our faces on things, throwing his faces on different things. Huge Star Wars fan, huge Mets fan. So it's small things like that that I'm gonna miss. I wasn't able to make it to his memorial service or his funeral down in Miami on such short notice. So yeah, Robert, rest in peace, cuz I love you. I'm gonna miss you. I wish we didn't live so far so we could have hung out more, but I do cherish the moments that I had with you as a kid. My thought and prayers go out to Vivian, your older brother Gus, your parents Lily and Gustavo. I can't imagine losing somebody like with such a good heart. I guess there's no easy way to segue out of that. I could just show one of his funny photoshops, but yeah.